Lean in for a second. Something major is moving behind the curtain of your life, and you don't even realize how close you are to a serious breakthrough. I'm not talking about a small upgrade. I'm talking about a plot twist that's about to flip the whole script. There is someone extremely wealthy, not just comfortable, but next level influential, whose attention has locked onto you. This is a person who usually walks into rooms and people freeze. They don't chase. They don't notice. They don't pause, but they pause for you. And no, that wasn't random. That wasn't luck. That wasn't right place, right time. I set the timing. I aligned the moment. I allowed your name, your presence, your energy to cross their path at the exact second their heart was open enough to feel it. While you were out here just trying to survive, just trying to stay low-key and mind your business, they felt something shift inside them, something unfamiliar, something real. They saw what others scrolled past. They sensed what others overlooked. They felt what others couldn't recognize. And now, you've been living rent-free in their thoughts. Here's the wild part. It wasn't your looks. It wasn't even your talent. It wasn't your hustle. It was your light. You carry a frequency that cuts through noise. In a world full of flexing, pretending, and fake energy, your authenticity hit different. Your softness mixed with strength confused them in the best way. You weren't trying to impress. You weren't campaigning for attention. You were just being you. And that's exactly what shook them. They've been around celebrities, CEOs, royalty-level connections. They've sat at tables where deals worth millions get signed before dessert. But none of that made their spirit pause the way you did. You, just being you. And here's something else. You felt it, haven't you? That subtle sense lately, like someone is observing from a distance. Not in a creepy way, not in a dangerous way. Just aware, like energy brushing against your intuition. That wasn't your imagination. That was preparation. They've already started looking into you. Quietly, carefully, asking subtle questions. Checking what they can without making noise. Not to control you, but to understand you. To protect what they don't fully understand yet. Because here's the deeper truth. They believe you carry something they lost a long time ago. Hope, innocence, realness, soul. And now they're trying to figure out how to approach you without overwhelming you. Because in their world, nothing is casual. Every move means something. Every step has weight. But you weren't built to be intimidated. You were built to be placed. There's a reason this didn't happen earlier in your life. If this connection had shown up 2 years ago, it would have crushed you. You weren't ready. The pressure would have been too much. The attention too heavy. But now, after the tears, after the isolation, after those nights you whispered, God, just send me one sign. You're different, stronger, calmer, unshakable. And this is just the beginning. Because in next part, I'm going to tell you why this billionaire feels unworthy of YOU. And what small sign is about to show up that confirms everything. Stay with me. It's about to get real. Now let's talk about the part nobody sees coming. You think they're the powerful one. You think they're the confident one. You assume they've got it all figured out because their bank account says so. But here's the twist. They're the one feeling unsure. Yeah, let that sink in. This person who commands rooms, who signs contracts without blinking, who people bend over backwards to impress. They feel a strange kind of nervousness when it comes to you, and it's messing with their head a little bit. Because you don't move like the people they're used to. You're not chasing clout. You're not asking for favors. You're not trying to network your way into their world. You're just existing. Calm, authentic, solid. And that hits different. They've seen ambition. They've seen hunger. They've seen people fake humility just to get close. But you don't even look like you're trying to get noticed. You're not thirsty for validation. You're not out here performing. And that's exactly why they can't shake you. Here's something deeper. This billionaire has experienced fake loyalty more times than you could imagine. People smiling in their face, but calculating behind the scenes. Compliments that come with hidden agendas. Friendships that disappear the moment money stops flowing. It gets exhausting. And when they sense your energy, even from a distance, something in them relaxed, like their spirit said, "Wait, this feels real." That scared them, because real means vulnerable. Real means they can't hide behind status or success. Real means they actually have to show up as a human being, not just a powerful name. And they're not used to that. Power often hides insecurity. Influence doesn't erase loneliness. Money doesn't cure emptiness. They've achieved everything people dream about and still felt like something was missing. Then you showed up, not flashy, not loud, not trying to impress, just real. And now they're trying to figure out how to step toward you without looking foolish. They're overthinking it, playing scenarios in their mind, wondering if you'll reject them, wondering if you'll see through them. Plot twist. They're afraid you won't need them because you don't give off desperate energy. You don't give off save me vibes. You give off I've survived on my own energy. And that makes them respect you, but also question themselves. They're thinking, what if I'm not enough? What if they see my flaws? What if they don't care about what I have? Imagine that. The billionaire wondering if they measure up to you. That's how the script flips. And here's where it gets interesting. They're not going to come in loud. Not at first. It's going to start small. Almost casual, maybe a subtle message, maybe someone from their circle reaching out just to connect, maybe a compliment that feels unusually sincere. You might even brush it off like, "Oh, that's nothing," but don't sleep on it, because behind that small gesture is intention. Behind that calm tone is courage building. They're testing the waters, not because they doubt you, but because they don't want to mess this up. They feel called, and they don't even fully understand why. You're about to see unusual activity, unexpected kindness, doors cracking open out of nowhere. And when it happens, your first instinct might be to downplay it. Don't, because in next part, I'm going to reveal why this connection isn't just about opportunity. It's about purpose. And what you must not do when they finally step forward. Stay locked in. The next part is the one that changes everything. Now let me bring this all the way home. This connection, it's not about flexing wealth. It's not about fame. It's not about suddenly living some fairy tale upgrade. It's about purpose. You need to understand that clearly. What's unfolding isn't a transaction. It's alignment. This isn't someone swooping in to save you. You don't need saving. You've survived too much, built too much strength, cried too many silent tears to be rescued now. You were being prepared. All those seasons where you felt overlooked, protected. Those closed doors, redirection. Those people who walked away, clearing space. If this level of connection had entered your life back then, it would have overwhelmed you. The pressure, the attention, the expectations, it would have hit different. But now, you're grounded. You're wiser. You're not easily impressed by glitter. And that's exactly why you're ready. This person isn't being sent to distract you from your calling. They're being positioned to fuel it. Their resources, their network, their influence. It's not meant to control you. It's meant to amplify what's already inside you. You are the gift. They are the tool. Big difference. When they finally step forward, and they will, don't switch up. Don't suddenly try to be extra polished. Don't water yourself down. And please don't self-sabotage thinking, this can't be real. That doubt, that's fear trying to protect old wounds. But this is different. You've dealt with people who pretended to care and then disappeared. You've been hyped up before only to be let down. I know, you know, that history is real. But this time, you're not walking alone into it. This time there's clarity. There's peace. There's timing. You'll feel it. Not butterflies. Not anxiety. Peace. A calm confidence in your chest like, okay, this feels right. That's your confirmation. They've been working through their own transformation too. You weren't the only one in preparation mode. Pride had to be broken. Ego had to be humbled. Lessons had to be learned. And now, two prepared people are about to intersect. This won't be loud at first. It won't look like a movie scene. It may arrive as a simple conversation, an invitation, an introduction that feels almost casual. But don't get it twisted. It's strategic. One open door will lead to another. One meeting will lead to another room. One connection will unlock a ripple effect you can't even map out yet. And here's the most important part. Stay you. Don't shrink. Don't overextend. Don't perform. Your presence is your power. Your authenticity is what pulled them in to begin with. The moment you try to impress, you dilute the very thing that made you magnetic. You've been hidden for protection, not rejection. Now you're being revealed, but only in front of someone prepared to value you. So when the moment comes, breathe, smile, stay grounded, and instead of asking, why me? Ask, why not me? Because you're not ordinary. You're positioned. And this isn't luck, it's alignment. If this message hit you deep, stay tuned, because what happens after the first connection is even bigger than the connection itself. The next chapter, that's where the real elevation begins.